They warned you.
Oh, seriously? You want my face on this recording? I think I'm gonna.
Yeah, we like your face.
Yeah. You and my wife, that's about it.
So we have a GitHub. So I published a chat branch. So you should be able to update it from your repository, Kirill.
Well, he has to change his upstream on the fork because he's working out of a fork, and that fork is pinned at a revision.
Well, either that or he just goes here and he does a he does a pull request because this is forked from here, so he can push it back to RChain community, right, Kirill?
So one of the things that's going to happen if he does a pull is it's going to think that your chat branch in rgov conflicts with his chat branch in the fork.
Well, it shouldn't conflict. Why don't you try it, Kirill, see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, give it a go, but I think
it didn't conflict with master, so why it won't conflict with mine.
Maybe not. We'll find out. Experimentation is an interesting thing to do here.
Yeah. No, I'm not sure what we should do. I mean, we probably should be working in our RChain community, but
yeah, I was going to ask why, Kirill, why did you choose to work in a fork instead of just in a branch in rgov?
I can answer that because I hadn't added them yet to the repo.
Oh, well, yeah, that explains that.
Yeah, and also I'm a novice, so I'm relying heavily on you guys still.
Everybody on this call is a novice at rolling, so.
Yeah. So so can you do the pull request now, Kirill?
I did. I created a pull request to the chat branch.
Aha. Sweet. So I guess we want to delete the other one, right? No, we have two here. Just have two. Open 2 minutes ago, right?
Did you delete your other pull request? Is that what happened?
I closed it.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so then
this is a much smaller pull request. I like that.
Okay, so we got this, and we want to merge it. Past all the tests.
Well, we really should review it first.
No, we shouldn't. This is where we left off on Saturday. Okay, all we're trying to do is get on the same page.
Are you sharing, Jim?
Oh no.
That's all right. I'm looking at the PR.
Okay, so I clicked merge, and it says
add voter to issue.row line 19 has a stray asterisk.
Add voter.
Okay. What are you talking about?
Line 19 and add voter to issue.row has a stray asterisk in the string literal.
Add user to chat. Where are you saying?
I'm looking at the PR on GitHub.
Yeah, so am I. I'm looking
add voter to issue.row.
Okay.
Line 19. Has a stray asterisk in the string literal.
I see that.
Yeah. I can see that.
Right. So we can fix that. I guess the question is
No, so all you gotta do is make the update, make another commit and do another push. And it'll update the PR.
Yeah, no, I don't know if we want to,
Yeah,
how we want to proceed now.
git commit amend and git push force.
I guess, I don't know. I usually just edit it and do a new commit, so.
I don't like that. I'd like to fix my.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to amend it, go ahead.
What, amend it?
Yeah, you can amend a commit.
I never heard of that.
That's because we've never bothered to. It's an attempt to keep the commits tidy.
All right,
Yeah, it's fixed. I use amend all the time.
Well, you'll have to give us some kind of a short video on it.
It's just
Tell
git
us.
commit dash amend. But
And
you
then
have
just,
to
and then just a push.
yeah, force. You have to force a push. As
Why
long
would
as it's not in master, it works.
why would you need a force?
Because you're changing history.
I see.
But you don't do this on master. You can do it in your own branch, your own PR.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm still seeing the asterisk in the PR.
yeah, that's because he has to update the, wait,
No, the pull request should update.
It should, I agree.
pull
But
request
again,
should-
but again, you're still coming from the fork, right? So you got to get that in.
well, that's what
Oh,
we should be,
I forgot to add it. Sorry, my bad. I forgot to add it.
Ed,
Oh, so you did a commit, amend, and a force, and didn't do anything new.
Yeah,
I'm
Okay.
lost.
it just changed the metadata essentially without.
Yeah, that's all. I understand.
I'm confused.
Let me share.
When I have time, by the way, I'm going to be adding a GitHub action to make sure there is a blank line at the end of every .row file.
Okay, can
Adding
you
a
guys see
what?
all right?
Make sure there's a blank line at the end of every .row file.
Why? What is it? What are you adding to do? And why would you want that?
I think it's good that files end in a blank line,
Why?
just because I think it's good.
And what are you doing? You're going to force it to be there?
No, GitHub Actions won't change your code. It'll just give you a message saying, hey, there should be a blank line here.
And I don't like that at all.
You don't like that at all?
No,
Okay.
I mean, that just seems to complicate things unnecessarily. And in fact, I usually take off the extra blank line.
Oh, that explains why all the files have no blank line at the end. Because when I go through the pull requests, GitHub is constantly warning me about lack of a blank line.
Really?
Yes.
Why do we need a blank line at the end?
GitHub just warns on it. That's all.
I know. I've never seen that warning.
Me neither.
Well, then let me show it to you.
I mean, I could see where it would show that line changed if I removed it.
No. Can you see it? See that?
Oh. Okay, well, that's a warning if there's no new line at the end of the line.
Right.
And that is a problem. There has to be a new line at the end of the line.
Right.
It doesn't have to be a blank line. It just has to be a new line on that line. We don't need a line 32. We just need a new line on line 32.
Right, which would create a line 33, which would be a blank line. Which is what I'm saying.
No, it doesn't. Try. It doesn't create a new line.
So let me rephrase what I was saying. I'm going to, when I get the chance, add a GitHub action to make sure that .row files end in a new line.
Right. That's
Okay.
better.
And I've just said exactly what I said before, although you've understood it differently.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank
row files need to end in a new line. So when I get some free time, I'll be adding that as a GitHub action.
Okay. So let's see.
Why is that?
Pardon?
Why is
Because
that?
what a text file should always have a new line as the last character. Any text file. If you don't have a new line at the end of the line, you're going to have a problem. It's not going to be consistent because all the other lines have a new line at the end.
There are numerous tools which behave poorly if a line does not end in a new line.
Right. Yeah, the cron jobs, for example.
So that's the reason for it. If a tool is not written correctly to detect EOF instead of new line, then it will bomb and bitch and scream and do all kinds of horrendous things that we don't want it to do. So row files end in a new line.
So what line? So that's fixed now. The extra asterisk. What line was that? 15? No.
I'll tell you. 19.
19.
Yeah, voter cap.
Okay, well, it's fine. It looks fine. Okay now, so I'm going to merge it. Review changes. Where's the merge? Merge pull request, confirm merge. Current state, I'll just call it. Confirm merge. Okay. And then I can I can do a git pull and I should get the rest of it, right? You should get the current code. So I can follow along anyway. But I guess you should be doing the updates. And
who should be doing the update?
So maybe you want to share your screen, Kirill?
That's weird. I'm seeing 2 pull requests in
Did I share the correct
GitHub,
screen?
but I'm not seeing both of them.
Guys, am I sharing the correct screen?
You're sharing the.
I see the rgov homepage.
Okay.
On GitHub.
Okay. Yeah, good. Right. So let's check whether this is merged now.
I'm not seeing your PR in.
I merged it. If you go to
okay.
Closed PRs, you should see it. Okay. And I'm thinking that I'm looking at the current code. And this was just an exercise to see if we could get on the same page here. But I think what are we looking at here, Kirill?
It's the commit.
Okay,
Wait a
so
minute.
you're looking back at it.
Yes.
I think it might be easier for us to see if you made the font larger.
How much larger?
In the browser, maybe just Control plus once. There you go. Thank you.
Okay, what is this? Oh, it's all what am I doing? So, oh, where is? So I'm having some weird stuff here with my my Visual Studio Code. It's not showing all the files.
On the left?
Yeah, I mean, I have a short area with that. Then I have timeline, npm scripts. There we go. I just had to close a couple of things. And then if I go under actions, I can see add user to chat. Right. So well, that's what we were working on. Okay, well, I can certainly see it on your screen anyway. I guess I want to be able to use look at code on my machine also, which is why we went through this whole thing of synchronizing. And
well, so let's go to, if you don't mind, let's go back to Firefox and GitHub and let's look at the closed PR and the changes.
What do we? I don't. You just want to check to see if it's the same. I don't know what you want to do. I wanted to work on it.
Well, let's make sure that what you're working on is what you want to be working on, is what I mean.
All right. So I need to check my machine to see if I got the right thing, right?
Well, just a git pull should do that.
Right.
For you.
I just did a get pull.
Okay.
Maybe you should share. Okay, and well, I got add user to chat. I wouldn't have it otherwise. It looks the same. So we're good. Okay, so I guess we got as far as line 17, where we are adding. We got a chat admin and a subscribe capability. You want to share your screen, or Kirill? Can you see all right?
Yeah. Okay, so maybe we should start up at the beginning. But, first of all, we get the peak of the inbox on line 12, and then we look for a chat type in the inbox, and from that we read a chat admin and a subscribe capability. Okay, and then we
Do you need me to increase the font?
yeah. Now I can see it on my screen actually, but yeah, it would be better to be a little bigger. And I think on line 17, admin, chat admin, I don't think we have a chat admin function in the chat.row file. So let's go back to the chat.row file and see what capabilities we have in the admin. And that would be under Rolang core chat.row.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, he's there.
Okay, so we have a we don't, okay, so admin is not here. So we have to go to new chat under actions. That's where we set it up. So under actions, we have new chat. Okay.
It looks like chat admin has a pub and a sub.
Chat admin. Okay. Oh,
That's
okay.
the-
So this is in the, so we put into the inbox, we do put in a chat admin with a publish and a sub. Okay. And this is so that is does look correct in that if we go back to add user to chat, I don't know why these windows aren't staying open. Okay, we have on line 17. Okay, we're sending to an admin. No. What is admin? We don't have admin here. Okay, so this is leftover code. We copied vote code and we put it here. So so when we read the chat admin, we got we called it admin. Chat admin.
It looks to me like line 15 might be wrong.
Yeah, we made a mistake. Okay, we need, okay, we're peaking. We need to peak at the chat admin that we put in the inbox. Right, so, you know, this was, I guess the changes that we.
If you look on the left, on line 31, it looks to me like you're putting into inbox that you're putting in a list. I thought we agreed that we were going to put in maps.
The inbox is always a list with a type, subtype, and then a map of capabilities.
Right. Okay.
Okay, and so what we want to read here, okay, what we want to read here is the okay, when we peek at the chat is going to have a listener and is end, but that's after we do a subscribe. So what we want to do in the peak in line 14 is we want to do a peak of the chat admin there. In other words, we need the pub and the sub, and that's in the chat admin. And we're going to read. We're going to
Why is
peek.
there an underscore?
No,
here?
yeah. I don't
Where's
know.
the underscore?
We have to go back. We have to peek at the chat admin on line 14. I'm sorry. Okay. And the chat admin for the channel, what we sent it was the pub and the sub. Okay, so so when we read this, the result of the peak is going to be a map.
It better be.
Well, actually, it's going to be a list, isn't it?
No, the result of a peak should be a map.
No, I think it'll be a list. Unfortunately, that's the way it works. There could be more than 3 things in the list. So so on line what are we doing now? We got the peak. We're going to peak for chat admin on the channel on line 14, chat admin. Okay.
So
We-
here,
We want chat admin. We want to get the pub and the sub. So that should be chat admin. Okay. And then when we read the channel, okay, we want to get rid of okay, we never wrote a key value for chat admin. So take that out of line 15. We never put a key of chat admin with an admin value. I mean, if we look at line 38 on the 31 on the other side, we can see we only put a pub and a sub. We don't put a chat admin in there. So okay, so you got the sub, you need the pub. Okay, now we have the pub and the sub. Okay, and maybe we should just wipe out the rest of this thing and just do it manually, because I do think that what's confusing us is that we copied the add user to vote, but okay.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna go back to the time tested statement. Don't copy and paste code.
But that's the way programming is done these days.
Yeah, well, and there are problems with it, aren't there?
Yeah. Okay, so
depends.
Delete everything. Yeah, delete everything. Everything in this for statement. Just get rid of it.
Well, the entire for statement.
16
no,
through 27.
leave the for statement. Delete 16
through 27.
Okay.
So how did you do that? How do you do column select?
Column select?
Yeah, what you just did with your selection there. What keystrokes were those?
I don't remember.
You deleted all those blank lines.
Control V, the line number and GG, and then D.
Oh, you're in VI. Okay, forget it. I know how to do that in VI. I thought you were doing it in VS Code. Okay.
No. This is a mapping.
Oh,
Vim
okay,
mapping for VS Code. It's a plugin.
all right.
Okay, so we have the we have the sub and the pub. Okay, and we need so I don't see where. Okay, so we're going to need to have a listener at some point. We're going to have to add a listener here. But what we want to do now is we want to subscribe to the listener. We want to do the same thing we do on 32. Okay, 32 to 35 over here is where we add the person who created the chat to the channel. Now we're creating somebody else to the channel. So we're doing the same thing. We need to
Copy and paste more code.
we need to copy and paste more code, right?
So we need to subscribe to listener.
Well, we're going to have to copy and paste the listener into here too. And that listener isn't exactly right. We didn't do the poll yet. We're going to, once we get, we were going to be working on the poll. I was supposed to do some homework on the poll. You have to do a colon paste to paste it in without it indenting.
Okay.
One more indent, please.
Not the sub. Oh yeah, the sub. You need a indent there.
And please, for cleanliness, remove the pub : pub in the for statement on 15. Because we don't need the pub.
Of course, you need to publish.
But what are you going to publish in this loop? When this for, what are you going to publish?
You're going to, in order for the user we're adding to publish anything, that has to be in their inbox on your chat.
Oh, so you're going to put it in the inbox. Because what I see you doing is putting a listener and an is-end in the inbox under a chat.
Listener and is-end.
Well, what's at the end of that line? That line goes off the end of the page.
Yes, that's true.
So if you scroll over, it should have pub in there somewhere.
What's at the end of 18? Yeah, I'm not seeing pub in there.
Okay, well that's an error. Nobody will be able to publish anything on the chat. Now, how did we do that? I don't know how did we test chat if we never did? Is there if we never gave them the ability to publish? I don't know. We tested it. It worked. Somehow.
Well, maybe you didn't check. Maybe you didn't test publish.
Well, we sent and received. That's publish and receive. So, what do we have? What do we have? Send chat. We did a send chat. Is that what we did? Yeah, we have a send chat. And it does a peek. Oh, it does chat admin. Okay,
Yes.
well. Okay, but some that only works for the creator of the channel. If
Right.
you want other people to be able to write on the channel, we have to add in both of these, we have to add pub. We have to send pub on line 34 on the
I'm
left.
not, I'm not sure that you need to add pub. Don't you need to add a send?
Well, publish. Publish is send.
I thought publish was publishing a chat channel, and then you would send
No,
that chat.
publishing is publishing a chat item.
Okay, all right, then.
It's
then now
it's a message queue.
Okay, so where are you looking at
Okay.
in chat?
Okay, well, we're sending listener and is end to, okay, to the chat. We also have to send pub. So in line 34, in the map, we need to send pub. Okay, so and it should we really should fix send chat so that it uses it from here, not from the admin, because it
Right.
won't. Okay, so on the right you have to add pub on line 18.
The order is not important.
Right,
It's key value.
key value, right. All right. So while we're at it, okay, so I think this is done. But while we're at it, let's fix send chat to use the chat. Okay, so the send chat should, when it does the peak, it should peak the chat. Not chat admin on line 11, it should peak the chat, not chat admin. Because only the creator has chat admin. Other people just have chat.
Can you do me a favor and fix the spelling and indentation on line 10? Thank you. That makes me feel much better.
All right. I guess we can test this. I don't know if we need to do a bootstrap. Did we change the chat.row?
Yeah, you did, but you can just do a redeploy class.
Okay, I'll let you guide for a minute. I will be right back.
Chat.row. Oops, that should be here.
Yeah, you have to go to a bash prompt to do it and go to the bootstrap directory and do a redeploy of the class, and then you have to start run our node, and then you can test this whole thing.
Redeploy.
/redeploy class.
Okay.
Right.
Chat.row.
Right. Is your R node running?
Should be. Oh, I need JQ. No?
Yep, you need JQ. So hit Control C and install JQ.
Well, I should have JQ. Should.
It's not quitting, huh?
No, it's stubborn.
There you go. Just type JQ at the command line. Yeah, oh, that works too.
Yeah, I need to install it first.
Right.
That's better.
Pretty, 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 pretty. Can you
So
hear
Jim,
me?
so Jim,
What are we doing? I'm back.
I have good news for you.
Yeah.
Yes, there is agreement amongst me and several other people to put an actual file system front end on top of RChain.
Nice. Well, not nice. Actually, I don't like it. I mean, I like it, but I don't. I mean, you have to be very careful to make sure that you're not restricted to use any file system. It's nice to have a file system as a tool, but you certainly don't want to have to store all your Rolang in a file system.
I don't think you understand what I said. We're going to put a file system interface on top of the blockchain. And no, you're not required to use it. You can store your Rolang anywhere.
Right. It's basically the node thing we wrote 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, something similar. But an actual mountable file system that underneath the hood is blockchain.
I don't know how you can do, how in the world you're going to do object capabilities with that. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand. You're going to have to explain it to me sometime.
And at some point, you and I can sit down and have that conversation.
Yeah.
But yes, me and several other people have decided that there needs to be a file system on top of the RChain blockchain.
Yeah, I'm trying to move.
So if a user wants to store a file on the blockchain, it's just a Linux CP command.
I thought that was established with RSong.
No, not completely. You know, a Linux compatible, Linux obeyant file system where there are make dir and change dir and copy and move and remove.
So
Like
the client needs the private key.
Yes, the client needs the private key. You are correct.
Yeah, I wouldn't use it. You know, I mean, and a lot of people wouldn't use it because of that.
Why not?
Because
Well, for
Because,
development purposes,
because not everybody is running a client for one thing, and they're certainly not going to expose their private key to some other person's application.
we'll see how it goes. We have discussed that the major problem with this is how do you keep the private key secure? We have discussed that, so.
Yeah.
But for development purposes, it's perfect.
For development
you know,
purposes?
I think, I don't think having people have to learn Unix commands is at all helpful, to store stuff on the blockchain.
Ah, yes. However, the joy of this is that once it's mounted, you can access it from a GUI. Right?
I don't know. It seems like unnecessary work to me, and problematical work. But that's my opinion.
Well,
It's possible you could convince me, but I'm probably not going to support it.
we're going to work through the problems, and if the problems are unsolvable, we won't do it.
Yeah.
We're going to work through the problems.
So where are we? We got success? What's happening? It's not.
So we need to check.
So that's one of the things that happened recently. They changed rnode, so the messages are different in the log. But it looks like your new chat was deployed. So just hit Control C in the terminal.
Okay.
I think. Looks like it.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
was
know.
deployed.
Says it was deployed, but it doesn't say it updated the dictionary.
Yeah, I don't see that. Well, I've seen this problem before
I have as well.
recently. Now, why was that?
I think it's because they put out a new version of rnode.
So should I instead install the newer version?
No.
Yeah, so he's not using a new version, so it shouldn't happen.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm using 10 actually. Hold on. Yeah, these scripts were written to work with version 10. Version 12 has different messages in the log. And so the scripts break.
Yeah, that's the latest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is the scripts were written to work with version 10, which was the latest at the time.
Yeah, but we tested a couple of deployments prior to that.
Yeah, but redeploy class does something in addition to deploy. Redeploy class updates your master dictionary.
So should we fix redeploy class? I mean,
What's a master dictionary?
Ha 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 ha. Go ahead, Jim.
The master dictionary is where we got the address of the deploy of where we got the unforgeable name of the chat class. Okay, in order for us to create the chat, we had to look up the unforgeable name of the shot class in the master dictionary. CD. Redeploy class. Slash core.
Let me see.
It's waiting on a certain message in the log.
Log.
Right. So,
Log ready to be added.
yeah, so line 32 is not finishing.
So it's looking for blocks ready to be added.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we forget what was the last line outputted.
Well, go look at rnode.log. Run rnode.log.
Yeah, look at our.
Remember, Jim, we went through these and changed these a bit. The tail wasn't exiting, remember?
Yeah, vaguely.
We went through and changed this stuff quite a bit at one point. I don't know where those changes ended up, but somebody got rid of them.
I don't know. I'm still running version 10 rnode.
Right.
Okay, so this
Should be logs. Run our node.log. That one.
so we're looking for success block.
Yeah, that's the one.
I remember we had to go through this and we were doing a make FIFO and all this crap, remember?
I don't think we did this change.
No, this change we did not do. We were fixing a different bug. Scroll down a little bit. Oh, it's waiting.
Yeah.
So if you go back to the script, and look for sed/q, or just look for sed.
Oh, sed.
SED, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. Line 32.
Right, blocks ready to be added. I'm not seeing that message in the run rnode.log, are you?
No.
So that message is no longer output in version 12 where it was output in version 10.
I don't know the exact sequence, so I don't. Right, so we need to propose when it's displayed.
We just need to. We need to quit when we get the message success.
Jim, that may not be portable to version 10.
It's not, but we can add a second quit command to the sed.
Yes, I guess that's true, yes.
A second what command?
Quit command. Right now it says if it reads blocks ready to be added, it quits.
Right.
Okay,
So,
so it's it never says that, so it never quits. So if we put a semicolon / success exclamation point added or whatever it said, quit, then the semicolon goes inside the quote,
yeah, not there, not there.
inside the quote.
Yeah, after the Q.
Right after the Q, semicolon / success exclamation point. Okay, what else did it say? Just success?
That's it. That's the last message.
Success, what is it, block added or something?
Well, it says created and added.
What?
Block, blah, blah. It says success, block, blah, 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 created and added.
Okay, success block is enough.
/Q after block. So in case you don't know what this magic is, do you know the SED command?
Yeah, I do.
So this says if it matches blocks ready to be added, then quit sed. And then it says if it matches success bang block, then quit sed.
I understood. I
Okay.
haven't used it with the Q flag. But yeah.
Well, there aren't too many people that write actual sed scripts anymore. So yeah, not too many people know Q.
Yeah, it's, a convenient way to get to detect when something is happened. Or
So now in theory, redeploy class should work, yes.
now this fix probably should be done in on another branch.
Well, if you get chat finished, you won't have to.
Right. Well, if we get it far enough so that we can merge it, right? And I should probably update my R node.
Okay, now it's working. No?
Well, yeah, let it go. But see, so it's doing this update directory.row. That's updating the master dictionary.
Blocks ready to be added.
Right.
Okay, yeah, deployed it.
Okay.
So,
Did
so
it finish?
now, hold on. Let's let it go. It's got to replay the dictionary update.
Dictionary update. I don't understand almost anything. It's completely unfamiliar.
I will put together. There's a markdown dialect called Mermaid. I'll put together a mermaid diagram for rgov.
Okay, everything you execute on the chain is replayed, so you'll see the output twice.
So somewhere else in the script there, we have to also update it for success bang block. Do you see that? We've deployed two contracts here. One was chat and one was the update to the dictionary. Further down in the script should be another blocks ready to be added thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
So I need to copy this from upstairs.
Yep.
Yep. And we don't need to run it again because it's succeeded.
No, you don't. No, you don't. It did succeed.
But it did not end properly.
Yeah, the surgery succeeded, but the patient died.
Oops.
Semicolon, yeah.
Oh, come on. Yeah, better.
And now you should be good. The new chat contract should be in the dictionary.
All right, let's test it. You got to run the interface.
Sorry for all this confusion, Carol.
Well, this,
Don't
you know,
be sorry.
this is real life. You know, this is. You
Don't
know,
be sorry.
hopefully we're all learning something. Whatever.
Right. So we need
Okay.
a new chat.
Okay, and you probably have a bunch of them that are outdated. So make the channel new chat or something. I think you have testing 1, 2, 3 or something. I don't know what you have. Okay, so we create a new chat.
Oh crap. I need to re-import my stuff from.
Oh no.
How can I recover my phrase?
Uh-oh.
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 What happened to your MetaMask?
I left it on a crashed browser because I used to use Brave, but now it won't start for some reason, and
You're gonna have to get your private key.
how?
Where so you didn't back up your private key of your accounts?
Oh no, I didn't.
You have
Yeah, you should really make sure you do that.
you have recovery phrases? How many rev now is lost forever?
Just the one on my test account.
Oh, test account. Okay,
Yeah,
we
so
weren't we haven't paid you anything in that account.
I don't think so, no.
So we better make sure we have a good address to pay you from that you have the private key of.
Yeah, we don't want to be transferring rev into a bottomless
hole.
pit. Yeah.
Because if I start I don't know why it does that. If I start Brave, this is my Brave browser.
And you know, I think
what I can do is I can start my X server with Wayland, and that way I can recover my passphrase and import it here.
what?
I'm using Xorg.
Yeah, you need to get you need to get your private key.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Either that or you need to use the private keys that rgov has for testing.
Yeah, that's true. You could just load the Bootstrap account.
Oh,
Bootstrap,
okay. How do I do that?
the private key is in the instructions.
Where are the instructions? Oh, the document. You need to send me the document again.
Right.
It's in the should be in the README.
I don't know if it's in the README. It's in the document.
Well, then go into Bootstrap private keys.
What?
I think it's Bootstrap private keys. The
what do you-
private keys are in files.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got it. It's the Bootstrap private key, right?
Yeah,
Right, that's the one you're doing Genesis with. That's God.
that's the one that has the rev.
I am
Where's-
being,
Of course, in order to test adding somebody to,
so this is the private key. I can copy it.
Yeah, and that's the secret recovery phrase. That's not what you want.
Right.
Your font's too small. I can't quite see what you're doing.
That should be better.
So if you click on the MetaMask icon in your browser menu,
I don't know why he keeps getting a full screen for it.
Yeah, just click there.
So
And there should be an import.
I guess I guess when you first install it, it forces you to create an account.
Yeah.
So you're going to need another account anyway.
Yeah, so just create a new wallet.
You're going to need another account anyway if you're going to add somebody to a chat, and then you know, test chat between two accounts, right?
Right.
Okay. So I need to do an import.
Yeah.
Right. So next, I think, oh, it'll let you do it now. Good.
Okay. Next or
What's the next do?
new account. Account 2. That should be Bootstrap. Can I increase the font? No, I can't increase the font. Sorry, guys.
It's all right. Okay, so that just created a new private key. You're not going to be able to change that key.
Yeah, you have to delete that. You have to import the account. You can't create it.
Let me
You
see.
didn't import it, did you?
No, he did not import.
So delete it.
Question is how.
How do you delete it?
Go ahead and sign.
What's he signing?
Oh, from here. Now details.
Hit the pencil. Oh, that's just going to do that. Where's the
Yeah.
account?
So go ahead and change the name from Bootstrap to something else because that's not the Bootstrap account.
No, it's not.
So you have to go into account details.
Account details.
You know,
And then click on the pencil here and change the name to something else.
No. Okay. So here.
you need to import account.
No.
Did
No,
he hit
go back,
import?
Go back. Import account. Now go back and copy the private key again from the file.
Let me see. So I need to add 0x in front.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah.
No, it doesn't need a 0x. I think he had a space before it or something. I think he copied a space.
Well,
But
it's in the
there's
beginning
no-
of the line.
There's no 0x. I think, or there was something at the end or something. make sure you're copying just the private key. What's that thing at the beginning? Nothing, huh?
Right, import account, private key.
Yeah, just put,
Let's go back to the copy and make sure you don't have
Only
anything extra.
supports 0x prefix. So maybe I need to.
There's no 0x. Private key is not hex.
Import account. Can I cancel this? All right. Import account. Paste your private key string here. Yeah, this is what I'm. Oh, okay. The percentage needs to be gone at the end. Yeah, that worked.
so go ahead and rename that to Bootstrap. Now, also in the private key directory, there's an alpha, beta, and Charlie, I believe. Private keys for our testing accounts.
Right. Well, he already has 2 testing accounts. Right.
Wow.
He already has 3 accounts. So you could add the other ones, but you don't need to because you have 2 other accounts for testing.
Okay.
So now you should be able to create a new chat.
Let's go back. rgov new chat.
We could, yeah, we could check the balance first, but we know that's going to be okay
That's the incorrect account, though.
So
You
select
will
the. So
You will have
select.
to give rev to the other accounts.
Bootstrap.
And you have to hit connect for that.
Okay, I'm on the Bootstrap account now.
And it says connected. It's small. Does it say connected?
Oh, signature request. That's the wrong account. Test 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it wasn't connected. You have to hit connected. You have to hit connect on Bootstrap.
Okay.
See the connect top left? Top left. No. That's there. Yeah. Okay. Scroll down. We're
Right, that's now active.
It's now connected.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
You really got to work on your fonts and like window sizes, man.
Yeah.
Free variable ACK is used twice as binder.
Okay, well, maybe we need to declare ACK in a new. Let's see, when that ACK is returned, ACK is used in the log. Oh, we read the ACK. Yeah, we need to declare ACK. Oh, where do we send? Where do
we need to declare it here, right?
Yeah.
We need to declare it in the beginning.
Wait a second. This was working fine before. How did we break it?
Twice as binder. Twice as binder at line 20. And 21, 20 and 21. So this. Yeah, because this is like where.
Okay, so basically what we're doing here is a listener is going to be called with value. And once we get the value, we want to send an ACK.
Once we get a value, we want to send an ACK.
On line 18, on line 18.
Oh, we don't want that ACK to be associated with the, we don't want the ACK can't be associated with the, the ACK can't be associated with the new chat, with the chat at all. The ACK is going to be responsible. The ACK is going to be associated with the subscribe. So when we do a subscribe, we pay us ACK to it.
Well, you actually have multiple. If I think my code right now matches yours, so I'm looking at it in my VS Code. Near as I can tell, neither log nor ACK is declared.
If you scroll down,
And neither is standard out. I mean, that's my code. Let me do another git pull and find out. Yeah, I'm up to date.
How could that be? We tested this. I'm really confused now.
Twice as a binder.
Why is it okay, the listener is being defined. Okay, if we go down, let's look at the sub command down below. Sub, my listener is end. Okay, I think
Jim, I think you're headed in the wrong direction for troubleshooting this. On line 18, on line 18, I'm sorry, on line 20, log is not present on line 21. I apologize. On line 21. 20, no, 20. Log
So basically
is not located, log is not in any new.
right, and you know, and in order for this to work, we had to have the log. We had to have the log function contract defined. Okay, so we took the log from the MQ function. We took that contract and we put it in here, but it's not in here now, and I'm not sure why. And the ACK is going to have to be returned. The ACK is going to have to be returned from the subscribe. Now, why are you putting the log function inside the listener?
Should be outside of listener.
Now, this all sounds terribly confusing. So I will let you guys figure out chat. Jim, ping me when you have a few minutes. I'm going to go back to work in Seattle.
Yeah, and this, you know, we're sort of running out of time here. It's unfortunate that we've gone backwards 3 steps because the chat was working fine.
Well, good luck, guys.
You know, maybe we should go back and look at the previous, see what we. I don't know if it was not committed to source code control. or
Well,
what?
I've committed everything. No, it was committed. I've committed everything. Yeah.
So there should be a version of the new chat that has log defined. Oh, maybe we didn't. Maybe we added listener. I don't know how we had to have listener in order to, but we may not have had ACK. I don't know. If we, I mean, I would like to see how we look at the history. We look at the source. We look at the actions. Oops. We look at the actions. We look at the new chat. New chat. Where is it? Here it is. New chat. Okay, we look at the history. Okay, we added send chat. Read chat. New chat. How do I see the file?
Which file?
I'm trying to find out what we had before that worked with the new chat. So I went back to this version and I don't know how to view the file. Oh, here it is, view file. Okay, we had listener here, but what is listener? Listener we defined, but we did not. We never, we subscribed with listener, but we never put it, we didn't have a listener contract. So the question is, if we didn't have a listener contract, how could we possibly have listened? We did a sub here with listener. Okay, so then we did a read chat, which picked up the chat and picked up the listener. And it reads the listener. So we didn't have any listener contract. We just
Yeah,
we had a listener here. We read the listener. We did a peek to get the listener, and then we got an act back. Okay, we're in business. I think now we figured out how this worked. It's a good thing we looked back at this.
even I can understand this.
Okay, so we just created a name for the listener, and then when we went to read it, we just read that listener. We read the value in an act from the listener, and
So
then
the listener basically follows the messages.
right, and the listener gives us an act, which we acknowledge when we got the message. Okay, and basically we're going to improve this to get his end. We're going to see if there's an end. We're going to loop, right? We're going to read all the messages in a loop until we get to the end, right?
Yeah, sequentially.
Right. Okay, so where does that leave us here? It looks like I did some work here that didn't need to be done. Okay, when we do the subscribe, we don't have to define the listener. So, and I think, so we added that erroneously. So the my listener comes out of here. And that will solve the problem, right? First,
So this is UChat.
we only have to create the name for my listener. We don't have to create a procedure for it, because we're gonna read it back sequentially. We're not gonna do a persistent read. We're not gonna do a contract for my listener. So you can take that out. Want to share your screen again?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Right.
Whoops.
Okay, so right. This is in new chat. Right, so here we have my listener, and I'm taking this out.
Take the whole thing out.
Okay.
Okay. Now try it.
Still didn't like the binder.
Didn't we do my listener as new?
Free variable my listener is used twice as a binder in the name context.
It shouldn't be a free variable. It should be listed in, what do we have at the top? What's in the new? We don't have my listener in the new? What do we? That's,
No.
you-
We have
oh,
listener.
okay, so that, we changed the name to my listener, right?
Okay.
So we
So
could,
this is new chat. Listener. So this here needs to change to my listener.
right.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the only chat we have, which is good. Okay, so we, new one, wait,
Yeah, that's the one.
okay, so we have, and we have the chat admin, we have, and why don't we have any permissions under chat? I don't get it. Doesn't show them.
Just chat admin. Let's see. Why don't we have, so new chat. This is the only capability we have. We have chat admin, right? I don't see any other capability.
It's on line 27. We had the chat, and we had sent twice. So there, we should have chat for the channel.
mm,
We should have chat for the channel with those permissions. How? Why would it not
Maybe-
read? Is end channel, my listener sub, my listener is end channel. Oh, I know what's wrong. Because the sub returns two things, right? If we look at the chat dot row, it's expecting two values, right? When we do a sub.
Yeah, end cap. Okay.
The listener it wants wait, what does it return?
Return end equals next. But
Give
that's
it,
not, that's
so we just, okay, end cap we send the is end. That's the only thing we send on line 24. We send to end cap is end. So that should work. Let's look back. Okay, let's go back to the new chat again. So we give a listener and we get back in his end channel, which should work. In fact, it did create a chat in the inbox, but for some reason the channel isn't shown. Let's look at the interface again. Why doesn't it have the channel for the chat? Oh, it does have.
there's chat here.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's a different capability. So chat admin, okay, this is right. So we're chat admin for that particular channel.
Right, that's one thing we sent, that's one thing we sent to the inbox is chat admin. The other thing we sent to the inbox was chat. Now let's go back and look at that again. Was it uppercase chat? I thought it was lowercase chat. Go back to new chat.
Lowercase chat.
Okay, so we do a sub with
look.
my,
Here.
that's lowercase chat. So for some reason, it never got there. It never did line 27. But it did line 24. 24. The chat admin is in the inbox.
Yes. So sub.
So somehow the sub did not return, never sent anything.
I have a question. So this is a channel, but
Yeah.
nothing is sent to that channel.
Well, yes, it is. Look at the sub in the sub method in chat.row. Chat.row. Chat.row, right. Okay. So in the sub method, okay, that's NCAP. And then we sent on line 24, we send his end to NCAP. Okay, so then that's the return value of the sub. So we read it because it's sent. Is there any way it could not be sent? I mean, there's no conditions here. It's got to send is end. Right? How could it not send it? Let's look. There's got to be something wrong with that. With in the new chat. In the new chat, there's got to be something wrong with that. With that somehow. Inbox. Okay, compare the inbox. The send commands. Okay, we can't see the end of the line. Why don't you turn on wrap or something?
How do I turn on wrap?
View wrap, toggle wrap, or wrap.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so so we have a list. We have 3 arguments. I know we have 2 arguments. We have a list and a return. So the 2 calls to inbox look to be the exact same pattern, right?
Yep. So
if the first one worked, the second one should work. And in fact, it said sent twice. I don't get it. See sent up there? Oh, maybe we're just not printing it out. I don't know what that capital chat is.
I think it's here. That one.
Okay. So maybe we just didn't print it out. Why don't you do a peek inbox and see what you got in the inbox? I think we may be looking for a non-problem here.
Okay. Deploy.
Type. Well, you could
Type chat.
Well, that's okay. We'll look at it everything. see what you have in there. Chat, channel 1, we got it. His end listener. Everything's there. It succeeded. False alarm. Okay, so the new chat worked. So we now have a chat. So now we should be able to do a send chat and a receive chat. We can assume, I don't know if we assume they still work. We can do an add user to well, I guess we have to send Rev to another account first, right? So choose transfer in the interface. Okay, and well, you're okay. Actually, we don't know the address here. You're going to have to select it and then go back to Bootstrap afterwards. So I click the MetaMask in the MetaMask up and top, and select one of the other accounts, the circle top right. Yeah. So select the test account, and then you have to connect it. Maybe you have to hit connect. No, you can't put an ETH address there. You're gonna have to do connect wallet to get the address. I wish we could fix that so it did take an ETH address. That would be convenient. Is it connected?
It's connected, yeah.
Okay, hit connect wallet over here.
It would change the.
Yeah. You want to now copy and paste that into the to address. Copy it from the front.
Okay.
Okay, now you have to go back to Bootstrap and connect wallet again.
Right. Connect.
There
Okay.
you go. There you go.
So
Now, so add a couple of zeros to the amount. That's one rev
this is
there.
one rev. That's one rev.
Yeah, just add a couple of zeros. Okay, and now deploy.
How long did it take you to get all of this?
Well, I mean, we've been doing RChain a long time. What do you mean, get all by it?
Well,
You know, I was from, I mean, a lot of this is similar to Ethereum, and you know, you have different accounts and stuff that you have to switch between. But you're talking about learning Rolang?
yeah, and our node in general.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm still learning. I don't know. You learn a little bit at a time, right? Okay, transfer successful. So now we should be able to give this other account the add the user to the chat. You have to, okay, your Bootstrap, good. So now we can go to add user to chat. We don't have add user to chat on the menu, huh? I guess we have to add it.
In actions, yeah. Okay, I'm going to copy this one.
And then you need the URI, right?
URI?
The URI. Look at add user to vote or something. Like something with the URI. Just copy.
Yeah, it's fine. It should be fine.
No, I think who are you going to add? You don't have a variable for who you're going to add.
Oh, okay.
So go down to add user to vote and copy that line.
Vote.
Add voter to issue. There you go. Okay, so the URI.
URI. So
Yeah.
the votes are URI.
What? It's the inbox URI. You have to say what their inbox is.
Okay.
That's how you send them a capability, is by sending it to their inbox.
Add user to chat.
Speaking of which, and I guess we're going to fix these all to take rev addresses also. But right now you have to get the URI for the account to send them a capability.
Right. So we need the channel and the inbox URI.
Right. Well, the channel is what? It's new CH1 or something.
Yeah.
New.
That's
But so you're gonna have to go to the test account and do a new inbox, and you're gonna have to save the URI.
okay. Test account. Test 1, 2, 3. New inbox. Deploy. Oh.
Why is it taking so long? There we go. Problem.
No data at deploy ID.
Weird. I guess look at the log, see if there's anything in the log.
I'm going to open the
Oh.
logs here.
No data deploy ID usually means that you don't have the variables set properly. So the recap URI could be wrong. I don't know why it would be wrong. It shouldn't be wrong.
How do I check it? This is a contract, basically. The raw ID. Or it's a block. Maybe it's a block.
The recap URL is the master dictionary URI, read capability. Okay, if it can't read the master capability, then it's not going to do anything. Okay, so if we scroll down a little bit or expand the box, we can see that it should have said, get me returns. Okay, so, right. Oh, that goes to the logs. Standard out. Is standard out the log? At the top. At the top, it should show what standard out is defined as. Yeah, standard out is the log.
Yeah.
So in the log, it should say that it found that, and obviously it's not going to say it is didn't find it because I think our URI is wrong. You see it in the log?
Run our node. Okay, this is the log. So where do I find the URI?
This is the end of the log.
Yes, it's the end.
So we don't see any output. We don't, right? It should say, we don't see it. It doesn't say creating, what is it? Okay, so let's go back to the, what was it supposed to say? It was supposed to say the standard out on line 16. It was supposed to say what? Line 16, master dictionary, unforgeable. Okay, since it didn't say that, we know it didn't get here, which means it didn't read the master dictionary, which means the URI is wrong. So how do we find the URI? Why don't we do a grep in the logs directory? That's bootstrap logs, right? For
Yes.
I did my life. Okay. Do we see the URI here? I don't see the URI. Why wouldn't it be in the log? It should be in the bootstrap log. But the crazy thing is that bootstrap has, the bootstrap account has the recap.